salue l'arrivée de quelques têtes connues, de piliers des associations internationales d'usagers. Donc vous avez la chance, vous avez des stars aujourd'hui qui sont présentes.
Cette journée à Sud qui est extrêmement, qu'on a voulu locale, qu'on a voulu spécifique, qu'on a voulu marseillaise, elle est intégrée à un mouvement qui est effectivement un mouvement international. Et comme je le disais au départ, même l'existence de la Sud est née de ces projets internationaux, de ces conférences qui se passent un petit peu partout, tout autour de la planète, où on se retrouve pendant quelques jours et où c'est quand même pour nous, enfin en tout cas pour moi ça l'a été, les usagers de drogue, un choc de voir que des gens qui ne parlent pas la même langue, qui sont à l'autre bout de la Terre, font exactement la même chose et surtout soulèvent ce stigmate énorme de dire oui, on est des consommateurs de substances illicites et on a des droits de citoyens et on doit se battre pour ces droits et rien ne se fera sans nous dans ces politiques. Nothing about us without us. C'est d'ailleurs le slogan d'un de nos camarades, Berne, ici présent, qui hélas ne parle pas français. Alors évidemment, il y a ce problème de langue. Elliot, je sais que tu es francophone, il va nous dire quelques mots, je pense, pour essayer de joindre, en fait c'était ça l'idée, l'intérêt d'avoir un débat local sur la liaison entre Marseille, la culture locale et la culture de l'usage de drogue, et l'intérêt qu'il y a, dans cet exemple, de le prendre et de le mettre au service du mouvement international. Et de voir que ce n'est pas seulement un de ces 4 semaines, c'est quelque chose de concret qu'on peut potentialiser.
Bonjour tout le monde. Excusez-moi, mais je vais parler en anglais parce que si je parle en français, on va être ici depuis longtemps. I've spent the last 2 years researching the state of drug user organizations in Europe. And this research has had 2 very specific and different components. And this has given us 2 outputs. The first has been a directory of as many organizations of people who use drugs as we could find in Europe. And this will be published online, so it will be a living picture of drug user organizing as it evolves. The second part of the research was the second part of the research was a very detailed questionnaire to be filled out by the leads of the groups who are included in the directory, and it looks at the history, the strategies, the tactics, the organizational structure and the membership breakdown of each of the groups. And the end product of this research has been to lead up to the founding of the European network of people who use drugs. So we spent a day with a group of drug user leaders from all over Europe discussing the current state of drug user organizing in Europe, and secondly, where we would like to be in 2 years' time. We have learned that the directory is composed of 30 groups. Some of them are networks with many local groups. And what we discovered about where people are now is that whilst drug user organising exists in various states of strength in different countries, that they are not currently networked. And when I asked the question in the questionnaire, would you find a European network of people who use drugs helpful, 100% responded yes. Another result that was pleasing was that the vast majority of the groups described themselves as being activist groups. Not one described itself solely as being a patient group. But with regards to where we are now, they state that they were, at the moment, very fragmented, but that they wanted a European network in order to be able to lobby more effectively at a European level. So to take us into today, we officially founded the European network of people who use drugs. So we achieved our first very important aim. So for the first time, well, not for the first time, but we now have a funded European network of people who use drugs. We're going to take this network into the future. We had several ideas, one of which is going to be a survey looking at users' perspectives all over Europe, translated into local languages. We also found, as I think you probably all know, that the population of our drug user groups is aging. And so one of our major priorities for taking the network forward is to bring young people into drug user organising, to reach out to young drug users. We also want to share knowledge from more experienced groups with less experienced groups, and also move into countries where there currently aren't drug user groups to encourage them to develop. So we're going to develop a pan-European advocacy strategy at a European level around drug law reform, around issues of stigmatization and discrimination. So the network will only be as strong as the local groups are. So we have priority to build up the capacity of local groups as well as to encourage new groups to start. We don't want us to be the last generation of drug user activists. So with those words, I think I've said enough to introduce you to the new baby on the block, the European Network of People Who Use Drugs. And today is its founding day. So thanks.
Voilà, je pense que c'était le mot de la fin. Après ce nouveau bébé là, il ne nous reste plus qu'à nous projeter dans l'avenir pour les prochains EGUS. En tout cas, je vous remercie tous d'être venus. Et je vous dis, pour la plupart d'entre vous, j'espère à demain, puisque les festivités continuent avec la conférence européenne de réduction des risques. Merci.